Hello, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM, where we're in the middle of today's 24-hour salute to one of the legitimate icons of American movies, Robert Redford, who died at 89 at his home in Utah on September 16th. Up next, Redford gives a performance that cemented his reputation as one of the most popular romantic leading men of his generation. From Columbia in 1973, stars opposite Barbra Streisand in The Way We Were. This is a seminal American love story, a movie about two people, polar opposites, who fall deeply for each other during a particularly turbulent time in American history. Streisand is Katie, an outspoken college student, unafraid to stand up for what she believes in. Robert Redford is Hubble, a privileged golden boy with no particular political loyalty. He prefers to remain neutral, though he does find himself drawn to Katie's unwavering passion for a cause. At the same time, she discovers Hubble's literary talent, soon realizing there is much more to him than his charm and his profound handsomeness. Screenwriter Arthur Lawrence wrote the script specifically for Streisand, and she was perfect for Katie. Both Streisand and director Sidney Pollack knew who they needed to play Hubble. They needed Robert Redford. He exuded the right kind of on-screen complexity for an actor who looked like, he looked like Robert Redford in 1973. In her memoir, My Name is Barbara, Streisand called him an intellectual cowboy, a charismatic star who's also one of the finest actors of his generation. Redford, though, turned the part down. He saw Hubble's character as largely one-dimensional, there to be Katie's foil and little else. Sidney Pollack, the director, wouldn't accept Redford's refusal without a fight, which meant bringing in multiple writers to revise the script and add heft to Redford's character. Still, Redford kept saying no. Eventually, Pollack began to consider other actors, including Ryan O'Neal, who'd been so good opposite Streisand in What's Up, Doc, directed by Peter Bogdanovich, released the year before. Finally, Pollack begged Redford to reconsider after one more week of rewrites. That did the trick. Katie and Hubble were equals, and Redford signed on, making him and Streisand one of the most popular screen couples of all time. Here's the film from Columbia Pictures in 1973, also with Bradford Dillman and Lois Chiles, The Way We Were. The Way We Were marked the third collaboration for Robert Redford and director Sidney Pollack. They met as actors before either of them directed anything. They made their screen debuts together in the 1962 film War Hunt. Each played a soldier during the Korean War. Pollack was so impressed with his own performance in War Hunt that he immediately became a director. Pollack directed Redford in a total of 7 movies between 1966 and 1990, including Jeremiah Johnson, 3 Days of the Condor, and Out of Africa. The Way We Were became one of their biggest hits, thanks in large part to the chemistry between Redford and Barbra Streisand, who sadly never teamed up on screen again, despite the wishes of millions of fans. The movie went on to earn 6 Oscar nominations, winning 2 for composer Marvin Hamlisch for Best Score and Original Song. That was the title song, The Way We Were. Incredibly, Marvin Hamlisch also won a 3rd Oscar the same year in another composing category for his score for another Redford film, The Sting, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Coming up, Redford steps behind the camera to direct a young Brad Pitt in a period drama from 1992. A River Runs Through It is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, A River Runs Through It, then The Hot Rock, and later, War Hunt. Make peace with Robert Redford tonight.